Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Trial Gaming. I am Ballmonk4, and today we are back with the Yugioh Legendary Duelist Showdown. We're our third episode here. Last episode lost to Crossflux. It was really close. Unfortunately, the third duel, I was running a Harpy deck and opened no Harpies, despite two-thirds of my deck being monsters. An unfortunate bricky hand that ended us with a 1-1 tied result so far throughout the series. Thankfully, we won our first duel against RBK. Second time, our match did not end well, going 1-2. So with 1-1 on this series, I promise those results will matter later, but let's focus on this episode. Today, we have a very special guest duelist. I will let them introduce themselves, say their bit. Guest duelist, would you like to go ahead?
Sure. What's up, guys? My name is HotShotFrontier. I've been doing YouTube since 2020, around May. Been blowing up on Instagram. I do TikTok. Just been having a lot of fun with Yu-Gi-Oh. I played Yu-Gi-Oh since the first structure decks came out. I've taken a lot of hiatus breaks through multiple formats, but at the beginning of Link format is where I really want to start again. And slowly but surely, definitely have been to a lot of regionals and locals more, and I'm really adaptive with the current format of Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I have to say, I took a lot of breaks too. Well, technically one big break, and that was right after Exceeds came out, and I came back right about the time that Dragon Link was just starting to become good. So I have a pretty big gap. So there's probably a good set of periods in between there that we could find ourselves hit in a ban list that would cause us a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. I still know that, I understand cards powerful today, and I understand cards powerful back then. But when I see certain cards where people are like, oh man, this deck was broken during this period, I'll look at the cards and be like, well, yeah, those look kind of good from, my perspective of when I first played, which was when the starter decks came out, the original ones, and I was like, but compared to the stuff today, how are they that great? And it's I come from this period where I'm my mindset is, oh yeah, my last memories was playing some sort of weird, I think I was still doing some sort of weird frog shenanigans back in the day before I quit.
Oh wow.
And I was I was man, okay, yeah, I had a utility. And I come back to the game now and I play Drytron, I've played Virtual World, stuff like that. So it's when I look at the cards, I was like, that's cool. That Reborn Tengu card would have been very powerful back in the day. And why it wouldn't be that bad today in some senses, it's still very slow.
Yeah, I think it's definitely as a Yu-Gi-Oh player to have that mindset of looking at cards now and comparing them to how they would have been broken before. Or even nowadays, we find broken cards that are old, and we use them in today's format, so it goes both ways.
Yeah. I was actually one of the guys back in the day who, even though I was a young kid when I was still playing Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out, I thought the ability to stop anything was really powerful, so I was one of those people who ran 3 Solemn Judgments in my deck.
Oh, man, you're one of those people.
And people always are like, why would you pay half your life points? Life points are the most important resource. And then nowadays, it's in later formats, they really were heavily played. I was one of those guys who really was trying to play control constantly.
Okay.
And it was one of those things where I came back today and I was like, oh, Dragon Link, this looks fun. This looks combo-y. There's so many lines. Wasn't always that great at it, but it was fun. Mm-hmm. And then Drytron came out. I was like, oh, I've died and gone to control heaven. Thank you. Thank you for that. Same with Virtual World. I mean, Virtual World was a mix of control and combo. Because you had to hit the lines right, but you could also make cards that could end up just negating your opponent's board.
Virtual World for me is one of those decks where I can see a combo video and be like, okay. At the end of the combo video, I'll be like, I still don't understand what you do, but okay. Yeah. Drytron is sort of, to me, they're very floaty, and it's so hard to actually get them stuck. it's a good deck. It's like my nemesis in terms of like the meta decks, but it's both of them are complicated decks to understand.
I think my favorite iteration for Drytron was Megalith Drytron.
Oh
like
yeah,
before all the good support came out that made it overpowered, because it was still at the phase where you could like stop it at multiple points.
Yeah.
But if you knew how to pilot it and your opponent didn't know the exact chokes, you could still combo and make these things. So it's like having those combo decks nowadays is so much more fun, because I definitely know back in the day you either played combo or you played control. They very rarely crossed.
Exactly.
You know, and I feel like that's what's, I think, made Yu-Gi-Oh! So fun. Like, there's a lot of decks that I lean towards that are those kind of control combo decks that I immediately just aim towards building and playing. And it's fun. It's like, that's one thing I do say new Yu-Gi-Oh! Has its issues. Absolutely. Especially with because back in the day, I remember ban lists being these big altering things. And I feel like now, besides once a year, they're like little slaps on the wrists. And I'm glad they're bringing stuff off the ban list and testing it, because I feel like a lot of those cards do deserve to come off, and even get small formats to see if they work or not.
But you know what? The ban list can be really funny sometimes, because like before Verde Anaconda came out, the Link 2, they banned Brilliant Fusion because they were afraid of FTKs and, just all these other just shenanigans, right?
Yeah.
But now that we got Power of the Elements that just came out, right before it came out, they banned Anaconda. And guess what we got in Power of the Elements? We got Gem Knight support.
Yeah.
So, like, Konami is just, like, funny, but at the same time, they're ridiculous sometimes with things they do.
I do realize cards that are problematic, and there are a lot of cards, like I bring this up, like this next card, Max C. Everyone thinks it would ruin the format, and I don't think it would ruin it. It would just change how we play. That's shown by Master Duel, that a lot of people are stupid. They just see something and they throw Max C at it. Some decks don't even do that. Like, I know a lot of the modern Pendulum decks use your opponent's turn to make their board and to interact. If you don't hit them with the Max C right away and they're able to get their monsters out, all they have to do is link once or twice and sit there and be like, okay, I can make Baron on your turn. I can, do other stuff. And so it's like there's so many ways to play during your opponent's turn that Max C is something that if they brought it off the ban list at 1, it would be that powerful one of that would ruin a lot of decks, and it wouldn't be fair at 1. But if you moved it to 3, everyone would be using it all the time. Yeah. And Maxi is one of those cards where it's like either you keep it banned or you put it to 3. I don't think there is a middle ground with it.
Yeah, you can't unless they do semi-limit, which semi-limit is a whole different other conversation. It doesn't really work. You definitely can't limit it. It'd have to just be unlimited, like you said. And it would just change the format where people would have to play Called by the Grave, 3 Crossout Designator, and their own Maxis to be able to play it, but also to counteract their opponent.
Yeah, see, if Maxi goes to 3, Called has to go by at least 2. And I think with each balance shift they make, but there are cards that are just, I don't get why they're still there. Mystic Mine, honestly, ban or one of. Don't leave it at 2, don't leave it at 3. That is it's a card that ruins the game's fun. I remember watching the championship, and there was a point where it's like, oh, well, guess what? There's always going to be a Mystic Mine on the field, and it's just like you're sitting there like, I don't even feel like this is interesting. Like, it's not fun.
Yeah, it's
and
it's definitely a different type of like playing when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean, floodgates.
Like
I think there's 2 type of floodgates. There's floodgates that have almost no point of interaction, and you can't do anything about them really until your opponent wants you to interact with them, which by then it's probably too late if they want you to interact with them. Or there's floodgates that are stoppable and are more fair. And I feel like the unfair ones are the ones that need to be checked. Not all of them need to be banned. VFD needed to be banned. I was a virtual player, but it needed to be banned.
Yeah, that definitely needed to be hit.
You know, and I still think Virtual World has a lot of fun combo-ish stuff without VFD.
Oh yeah.
But you know, there's other ones. Mystic Mine, I feel like needs to be banned, but there's other floodgates that I don't think do, that are more balanced and fair. And it's one of those things with Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like it's gotten more complicated in the discussion, but I do wish they'd go back to the every ban list felt like a slightly different format than just same format, introduce some slightly new cards. You know?
Right. And I think the next ban list has to really address a lot of problems, especially now that we have splites, because I'm going to call them splites, not sprites, and tier limits.
Yeah.
And a lot of things have to be hit to not make them overpowered, but also to check other decks.
Yeah, and I mean, you also have to admit that, like, it's interesting because Math Mech, if you can run it right, is a pretty strong deck too. But at the same time, it's like, while those decks are really powerful, there are decks that, because of certain floodgates, will hold their position in the meta that I don't think should be there. It's like, to be honest, we've had multiple championships won by Sky Striker using Mystic Mine.
That is true.
It's like, okay, cool. Sky Striker isn't the problem there. I like Sky Striker coming back. They have more support coming for Sky Striker. That's cool. We do not need the Mystic Mine aspect. Like, because it makes the game unfun. I feel like the point where Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a problem is where the games become unfun to watch. Like, if you're playing combo decks, I like seeing people combo because it's so easy to mess up.
Right.
And I know a lot of people online quit when they miss combo, but in a real match in a tournament, if they miss combo, they have to think, how do I save myself and not get a one-round loss? Because in a lot of these pro tournaments or high-level tournaments, one loss sometimes is all it takes.
Right.
And so it's like, I love anytime they have footage of live games, or they have, like, championship stuff going on where one misplay might cost you that entire match. So how do they work around it? It's like, I love watching that. And the moment when games are just, Mystic Mine, let's sit here for 10 turns. You don't want to watch that. You don't want to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! That has staled out to that point. And
no, yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that.
So I would like a ban list. I also think they could bring back things like, they slowly brought back other stuff. Why I do like pendulums, I do think because they have Beyond the Pendulum, keep Electromite on. But when it comes to other stuff, harp, horror, stuff like that, I'm glad they're bringing stuff. Often there's more stuff that could be brought up. That like one thing, I guess I wasn't around when everyone played with the dragons. What are they called? The
Dragon Rulers.
Yeah, I look at them and I think they're strong, but they're not like. I don't think they'd have as big of an effect as we think they would. Like, judging from me, I never played with them, I never played against them, but I think they're just slightly underpowered enough where I don't think they'd affect our formats, especially if they're only brought to one. Like, for most of them.
Right.
I mean, I know one of them, I think it's Tempest that's off the list already.
Yeah, it's the I believe it's the Earth Dragon, and no, Tempest. So Tempest, the Wind one is already off. The Earth Dragon is already off.
Yeah,
but not the Fire and the Water one. A lot of them are still on the list. I think within the next few maybe years, I'm not too sure. Things will start to slowly come off. Like, I don't think anyone saw Change of Heart coming back, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, so Konami surprises us. At the end of the day, they make these decisions. And
also, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a problem, especially where I live in Washington State. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a problem of losing heavily to, like, Magic the Gathering and Pokemon here.
Okay.
And so I a lot of the time find Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals and stuff hard to find in my nearby area. And I saw a spike in people talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Here when they took Change of Heart off because it inspired people to look back at the game. And I feel like why they have to be careful with those giant bringing back old card power shifts, they also need to keep interest, because Magic the Gathering's doing crossovers with half a dozen different franchises now. Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, etc., etc. That's going to draw people in. Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like why is a great game. You have very heavily divided people who believe the old styles are better, the new styles better. And so I really do hope they look at the game and try to really focus on those older formats to keep fans there. Release older format products with cards with cool new arts or styles or stuff. But, make sure the game, it doesn't lose its focus and become unplayable. And, because, when it comes down to it, if you ask someone like me, would you rather want a bunch of floodgates that slow the game down and make it unfun? Would you just go play another game?
Right.
And it's one of those things where Exceeds, I left the game because a lot of my friends were playing Magic, and Magic was entering the old format when Exceeds were coming out. So I really went back, how should I say this? I left for Magic the Gathering. Magic was fun, and then when I was thinking about coming back, I saw how Yu-Gi-Oh! Had changed with pendulums. And while I didn't think pendulums was bad, I thought the Master Rule set was bad.
Okay.
And then they slowly tweaked it, and when I came back with Links, I felt like Master Rule Set 5 was a lot better and much more balanced. But, it's one of those things where I hope Yu-Gi-Oh! Can compete, because I do feel like in terms of popularity on the West Coast, I do feel they're below Pokemon and Magic.
Wow. No, that's definitely crazy.
Then again, I think Pokemon has a slight advantage over all of them because the game is just zany at any level. But I know living in, I should say the reason I think Magic the Gathering is overpowered is probably because my view is I live maybe less than a mile away from literally from the building where Magic the Gathering was made.
Oh, wow.
So I live in the heart of Magic the Gathering country.
Okay.
And so I literally have to drive 30, 45 to an hour away just for locals if I wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wow, that's crazy.
So it's one of those things where I hope they, I know we got off tangent, but I hope they really do something to make the game fun. Because if people just went to go look at duels online to see if they wanted to get in the game, and they watched the championship and saw Mystic Mind stalling out, I feel like people would shy away from the game and be like, oh, look at Magic the Gathering. Even if it's not maybe in its funnest state, I don't think it is. Look at all these crossovers. I want to build this deck for Lord of the Rings. Oh, I want to play this deck for, Doctor Who. They'll draw in people that way, and I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Has to stay fun. The nice thing about Pokemon is all it takes is, that's gained popularity because people were opening packs and the nostalgia and all that, and everyone rushed to it. I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh! Has to find a way to take that nostalgia and use it and not just reprint Dark Magician Blue Eyes cards, because that doesn't work.
No, absolutely. I understand. A lot of people feel that way, especially just seeing the current state of the game. I think I'm okay with the current state of the game, but problem cards like Mystic Mind definitely need to be dealt with eventually. Hopefully during this, again, the next ban list, that they address certain concerns with it and do a huge ban, unban type of situation. But, what can you do till then?
Yeah. The next ban list I am hoping will be interesting. I really just don't hope they hit stuff for no reason. There's a lot of cards they've hit before that just felt out of nowhere. Okay, I have one that's great. Pot of Desires.
Yeah, that really was for no reason, and it was for no reason when they semi-limited it to 2.
And then there's a lot of talk of it probably coming back to 3 on the next ban list. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially, like, it was almost like, and I really hate to think this way, but I do. It really makes me think, oh, yeah, Desires is the second best pot card to Prosperity. Extravagance is probably the third best. But when you look at it, oh, let's hit the second best to 1. All of you guys should rush out and buy Prosperity, which means we get to sell out our product and the price goes boosted up. Let's not do that. Like I was coming back to Yu-Gi-Oh! When I heard they were making a lot of reprint stuff more accessible. Mm-hmm. Like you had Dual Devastator and stuff like that, which was really cool. And I feel like I came back to the game and now everything is hidden behind, oh yeah, you want this one really good meta card? Oh yeah, you had to buy this junk set that comes with maybe one other decent card. And it's kind of sad. It's like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Should be trying to do the exact opposite. They shouldn't be, people want to buy products, sure, but you also need to make sure that people don't just get sick of your game because it's too expensive and too hard to play, because that kills games. I mean, I've seen hundreds of successful card games that were fun and enjoyable. And the moment they put such a high lock on it, or high rarity rates, or high pull rates, the game became unfun and lost its things. There was times where, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has almost collapsed. There was times where, I know Magic the Gathering went through struggles, not in the sense of financial, but that nobody was playing the game. There's always the hardcore people who will buy product, but I would hate to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Fall apart. Especially seeing now, I hope the company looks at themselves and sees that, Takahashi-sensei is not here anymore. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Falls, we can't turn back to the creator to ask him to make a new anime or a new manga that could inspire us. And, we literally have to look at the people who own the company. And I do feel like sometimes with quality and everything, the OCG does everything of like physical game slightly better. Mm-hmm. And I am afraid that the TCG could lose track of things. Yeah, I think Max C at 3 is such a different premise, but in the OCG, they make it work. And I feel like, I'm not saying Max C should come to 3 here. I'm just saying it's like, I really hope that the TCG realizes the position they're in and reacts, quicker and,
right. Yeah, something that we all hope for.
Yeah, make the game fun. But we can keep ranting about this forever. Let's, how about we switch over and figure out what decks with the reel we are going to be using.
All right, perfect. Let's do it.
Hey there, everybody. So here we have the Showdown reel. I will be honest, we had to re-record because of issues, but we have 4 selections. Patreon, run for people. Patreon decide. Viewer, obviously you viewers decide. The top like comment from previous episode decides. And of course, the guest showdown, which our lovely guest gets to decide. Thankfully, we have choices for all those. We hope not the random showdown because we realized there was 2 problems with 2 of the reels that will not work and would take too long to fix. So we're all hoping not the random showdown. Let's be honest. I want to be fair.
Not the random showdown. Here we go.
Oh, you better not.
Okay. Oh, all right.
I was literally about to throw this computer across the room if it decided to do random showdown again with the reel.
25% chance. That's crazy.
It tried to make it. It tried to make it hate me. It really did. It tried its hardest. The sliver is not even the width of the little part of the mouse. It is that close that it hates me.
Not today.
So it is the guest showdown, which means the previous comment one is not chosen. And of course, the Patreon one is not chosen. But thankfully, with Patreon members, if they want to reuse this one for the next episode, they can. That's the bonus of Patreon. They don't have to decide. Hope on randomness a lot of the time. But it is the guest showdown. Would you like to explain what duelist scenario you have selected?
Sure. So I want to choose 2 duelists from GX. Really good series. I want to choose Jaden and Chaz. And you can pick who you want to use, and I'll take whoever is left over.
Well, I think that it's only fair if I go Manjomi Thunder, so I'll go Chaz Princeton.
Okay, then I will be Jaden, and I'll use heroes.
So what is the boss monster?
So your boss monster will actually be, I believe it's ABC XYZ. It's the XYZ monster. Oh, I remember now. It's the XYZ VW.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
One.
The hold on. Yeah, let me get its full name up here really quick. It is the WY or the VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon.
Yes,
is the full name.
The mouthful of a boss monster.
Yes, he is a beefy, hard to summon thing because you need VW Tiger Catapult and XYZ Dragon Cannon.
Yeah, that is a crazy amount of condition to summon a monster, but I mean, I think once you have it on field, it's definitely worth it.
It must be such an extra deck by banishing the above cards you control, so it does not even need poly. It's like a contact fuse. Once per turn, you can target one card your opponent controls, banish that. When this card declares attack to opponent's monster, you can target the attack target, change it to attack position. Effects are not activated. Or flip effects are not activated. Yeah, I mean, it's a 3K, so it's not massive in terms of attack points. But the fact it can just banish on target is insane. Absolutely insane. And then what about your boss monster?
So for my boss monster, I think I'm actually going to go, because there are a lot of different like routes you can go with heroes. You can go with masked heroes, you can go with elemental heroes, you can go with, the Neospatians.
Mm-hmm.
My boss monster will be elemental hero Nebula Neos. That first came out in the 2018 tins. It was a promo card for the Jaden tin.
Okay, so needs Neos, Grand Mole, and Dark Panther. Must be successful by shuffling the above cards you control. You do not use poly. So needing Neos, Mole, and Panther all on the board to send them back. Draw cards equal number of cards your opponent controls and negate effects of one face-up card on the field until the end of turn. Once during the end phase, shuffle it into the X deck. Nice thing is this is a card you can summon once and then be done with it. Kind of the same with VWXYZ is once we summon either of them, we want to be done with it. So here's the interesting thing. Because this came out in the 2018 Megatins, that must mean the ban list that we are using is pretty recent.
Yes.
What ban list will we be using?
So we can use actually the same thing. We can use the 2018 ban list. We can find when this tin came out and whatever the nearest ban list to that time is.
8/30.
8/30? Okay, we can use the 8/30 ban list. That should be... Just going to check that out myself.
So that'd be August. So the next ban list actually would be September 2018.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Which is interesting because of looking at it. Stratos is limited. With ABC out, I really won't use those. Not to mention A Assault Core is limited.
That's actually an interesting time for Yu-Gi-Oh!
And yeah, it looks like there are quite a few cards. Hey, Called by the Grave is semi-limited. Oh, everything feels good.
Oh, man.
Oh, Disc Commander's unlimited. That is an interesting aspect too. So obviously, guys, we are going to go take a break, work on these decks. Obviously, VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon is a boss of a monster. So I need to somehow focus on a way to build that. While you have to definitely focus on Elemental Hero Nebula Neos, which is having 3 monsters which could easily be popped at any time probably isn't the easiest summoning condition. And seeing they're both 3k attackers, they are pretty even, I think. I think the tough thing is why I would need 2 fusions on board. Once I have XYZ on the board, he's probably not that easy to just dismiss. So, but yes, 2018 ban list, we are going to build these decks. Obviously for you guys in a second, you will see our deck profiles. For us, this will be hours of work building these decks, testing them out. And then once we duel, guys, obviously you'll see it after the deck profiles. For us, it'll probably be a good amount of time, but let's get to deck building.
Let's get to it.
This is Manjome Thunder Chaz's deck profile for our 3rd deck we have built, episode 3. Now this deck list I feel is different than the past. The past 2 characters were used I tried to stick to Harpies, tried to use cards Mai would use, but that also matched with the Harpy archetype. And but at the same time, previously Yugi had a limited pool, so I tried to stick and represent Yugi. Manjome is a stronger character in my mind, that he is able to experiment and use powerful 1-ups. Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed, And so this is why this deck looks very strong, because a lot of those Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity stuff are banned. But I thought because that's type of Manjome's MO to use powerful 1-ups, you will see a lot of powerful limited 1 cards in here for the format. Obviously, we are using the September 2018 ban list, which means we have some powerful additions. Our goal monster, VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon, must be summoned for us to declare a victory. But here's the amazing thing. Let's go over the deck list, right? Triple X-Head Cannon, Triple V Tiger Jet, 1 Assault Core. Funny enough, this is my first time ever playing with ABCs. Triple B Buster Drake. By the way, Assault Core is limited in this format, limited to 1. So this definitely will hurt consistency, but hey, it's such a powerful card. Of course it is. Triple B Buster Drake, 3 Y Dragon Head, 3 Z Metal Tank, 3 W Wing Catapult, 3 C Crush Wyvern, again, first time playing with ABC. Unexpected Die. Now, this was an out back then, but I feel like Unexpected Die, he would have played it. Not only was this aligned with his Ojama strategy, but it fits with these 6 right here. So we have Triple Unexpected Die. Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, a lot of the powerful 1-ups he does play are banned. So I replaced them with other limited powerful 1-ups like Regeki, Darkhole. We have 2 Terraforming here to be able to search what we will see later as Union Hanger. 1 Monster Reborn, he does play this. 1 Book of Moon, weird to see this thing limited. It's so powerful though at this time, it makes sense. Triple Union Hanger. Now, obviously the XYZ cards you see in the Union Hanger card, I'm sure he would have played this card. No doubt he would have played this card. Triple Bottomless Chapel, 2 Ring of Destruction. He actually does play Ring of Destruction in his deck. So, in actually multiple decks. So, I wanted to make sure those were included. And IO. IO is such a powerful card. But again, I feel like Manjome would have played this card. Moving to the extra, we have 1 A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon, Triple ABC Dragon Buster, the 1 VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon, Triple XYZ Dragon Cannon, Triple VW Tiger Catapult, and then just the 2 ups of XZ Tank Cannon and 2 YZ Tank Dragon. Moving to our side, Frontline Base. He does play this card, funny enough. But I decided that Union Hanger and the Terraforming and Unexpected Die stuff would probably be better than these 3. Triple Mirror Force. I was running out of space. I kind of just threw these in because they're powerful. A powerful trap, but I don't think I'll use them. They're just kind of side filler. The 3rd Ring of Destruction. I didn't want to throw all 3 in there, but it's just there. Triple Rollout. He does play Rollout, and this is something I might side into if things need to go that route. but I didn't feel like starting with it in there. Triple Call the Haunted, he does actually play this in the anime. It's powerful, and again, just kind of another rollout option. And then one Solemn Judgment, one Solemn Warning. They are limited here. Obviously, guys, unlike past duelists, I do want to mention, I feel like Manjomi plays more powerful cards than some of the traditional Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists, because he's not someone who... I don't want to be mean to other duelists, but I feel like Manjomi was someone who would do whatever it takes to get stronger, whether it's playing stronger or weaker cards, playing one-ups, anything. So I feel like this deck really feels like a 2018 Manjomi deck. I feel like Manjomi would have played something like this. Just powerful all around, try to beat Judai the best he could. And I feel like with a limited list like it is, this would be the deck he would play. Obviously, I didn't want to throw in all the powerful cards like the one-up Solemns or Triple Mirror Force and all that stuff right in the main deck. So I wanted to power down, bottomless, only 2 rings, stuff like that. Yeah, our big goal here obviously is VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. We have to summon that for us to declare victory. This will be tough, as this must require both XYZ Dragon Cannon and VW Tiger Catapult. Hopefully we can get these out there. Thankfully, a lot of these guys have some cool effects, so I think we'll do it. Let me know what you guys think about this deck. Obviously, the duels will be in just a minute. First, we have to look at HotShotFrontier's deck, and if they're able to bring up a match against Manjomi Thunder. All right, guys, here is HotShotFrontier's deck.
What's up, guys? HotShotFrontier, and this is our Jaden Yuki deck profile. All of this is basically to turbo out our boss monster, our fusion boss monster right here, Nebula Neos. Really good fusion monster. I decided to pick this one because it's just a very good variety. And our first cards right here are Neos because it's standard. You need them for any of the Neos fusions. We have the one Honest Neos. It's good to kind of get over something if we can't really get over it. We have Neos Alias. They act as Neos while they're on the field. That could be very useful, just extra Neoses. Prisma is a very, very good card. It can help us get one of the fusion materials into grave and take its name. Dark Panther is definitely a good Neospatian. I'm mainly just using it as the material. There's no use for the first effect for this, but Grand Mole is a great card, allowing it yourself to bounce it and an opponent's monster back to the hand. Air Hummingbird is goated, gaining 500 for each card in your opponent's hand. Really, really good. And we have Aqua Dolphin, letting us see our opponent's hand, and either we take 5 or they take 5, so it's really good. Of course, we have Flame Scarab, letting us gain 400 attack for every card on the opponent's field, spell and trap. And we have Cross Border, really good to get a Neospatian out of our hand. Emergency Call, that's always great to search from your deck and add to your hand. Miracle Fusion, allowing us to fuse with our field or grave. Contact Gate is a good card. It does lock us into fusions, which is fine because we only play the fusions, so no complaints there. We have Miracle Contact, a really great card to help us fuse into our Neospatian fusions. And we have Reinforcement of the Army, of course, adding us a warrior. A hero lives in case we really need to. We can go ahead and half our life points for that. And we have a Oversoul, good for Neos to summon that out. Fool's Barrel can drop an important material that we need to fuse. Convert Contact, letting us draw. I also sending the Neospatians to the grave. Monsterborn is always good, getting us something back from the grave. This keeps Neospace on field and the monsters on field, and if it goes away based on the effect, I can summon back Neos. Neospace, again, goated, so not much to say about that. Hopefully we draw into it. But then we have Divine Neos. This card basically lets us banish one of the fusion monsters in grave and gains its effect, plus 500. Really good. And here's a boss monster itself. This card is really good because it can negate something on field, and when it leaves, it banishes everything face down. And Storm Neos is a card that destroys all spell and trap cards on field. That's why I wanted to add it into the deck. Magna Neos will return every card back to the hand once it leaves the field. Really good effect. And we have our Tornado, which basically halves the monsters on field. The Shining gains attack based on the monsters in the graveyard that we have, the Elemental Heroes, and it can help us recur stuff from the Banish Zone. So really good card. Escudos gains 100 per hero in grave, a really good card. Aeroneos gains the attack based on the difference between our life points. So if we have low life points, that's really good for us. Dark Neos is an okay card. It might come up. You guys will see. If not, it's all good. Grand Neos is a card that, again, will help us bounce something on the opponent's field. Aqua Neos gets something out of our opponent's hand, which is always nice, while Flare Neos actually gains attack based on the spell and trap cards on the opponent's field. Moving on to the side deck, though, we have another instant space. We have a Oversoul. We have 2 more contact gates. Space Gift helps us draw cards based on the number of Neospatians we have on field, so can't go wrong with that. Another Cross Porter. We have another Grand Mole. 3 Stratos helps us get a hero from deck to hand or destroy spell and trap cards. And this is basically a terraforming for Neospatians. Really great. Finally, another Honest Neos, another Neos, and that's it. So guys, let's see what Twilight Azure Gaming has for us today, and let's see if we can win. Here we go. Can't wait.
Oh, I hope this works out well.
The dreaded rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, we gave each other a fist bump. We're gentlemen.
All right.
We're gentlemen. We gave each other high fives. We're gentlemen. We're gentlemen.
I see where this is going. There we go.
We scissored. We're gentlemen. I'm not too sure about that one. Okay.
Oh no.
Forget
Okay.
the game. It's just going to be this. 30 minutes of this. Oh, there we go.
Okay. I didn't look. This time I closed my eyes.
Yeah, I just randomly picked. Oh, what is this hand?
I could say the same thing.
Well, this will work out, I guess. The real question is, how far do I want to go down this rabbit hole? And I'm going to set a card, and it could quite literally be anything.
All right, here we go. So,
Oh,
cannot
boy.
do much, to be honest with you. Oh, you know what? I do see something. Okay, so let's do this. Did I mess? Okay, I didn't mess up. All right, that's good. We'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
We will go for... Oh, that's actually kind of funny because while recording, I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do this. Or at least it would happen very less. So let's do that. Now that's Neos. Gonna go ahead and do this. Usually I would gain, but we're not gonna do that because this is much better.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
what
there
card
we
is
go.
this? Konami has a big blank sphere. What is this card?
Right. So if you're not familiar with this one, this is called Elemental Hero Aaron Neos, the card they're never gonna reprint.
Sorry, I looked it up on Konami's site. It says it doesn't exist.
Oh, it doesn't exist?
No.
Oh, sorry, I think I'm cheating.
I understand, though, that there's like actual legal things behind it. Like it looks like something else and they can't use it. Why not just redo the artwork?
There's a lot of questions I have with them.
Yeah, a lot of people suspect it has to do with some sort of copyright infringement. And it's just like, Okay, see, Wyvern. Okay, activate. And, I'm gonna be Buster.
Okay. I respect that.
This hand is gonna. I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna do with this hand. I should have practiced more with the ABC cards, but it's like, oh boy. Oh, this is a hand.
Honestly, you have more of a consistent chance than I do because it's based off what I draw. So. Take as long as you want because I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do next turn.
Okay, I think I actually have a play. Oh, no, I don't. I don't because I don't have the right card.
Oh, no.
Shoot. That's right. All right. Yeah, the tough thing about all these guys is they need stuff on the field. Okay, let's activate.
All right, here we go. Here are some plays.
Okay. Okay, so Can I? I cannot grab what I wanted to grab. But that's all right.
Okay, all right. Detaching a bunch of machines to other machines.
It works out.
Oh no.
It's
Oh no.
okay, so how do I want to do this, I guess? Ooh, all of these are good. I think I'm going to go this and banish.
Well, that happened.
And now, as we discussed before filming, it's now how in the hell do I make my big guy? It can happen, though. It can happen. I'm not too concerned about that.
Let's see. What am I gonna do here? I think. Okay, so let's draw the card. Let's use the card we just drew.
I'm going to have to remember that he has that second effect to not accidentally click yes every single time.
Let's go ahead and summon this.
Oh, interesting.
Let's go ahead and think about our life. There are a lot of things we could do. What would be the better one? It's just like with this deck, because I tried to use support that came out from 2018 and like below.
Yeah.
That like all of the Neo stuff that came out, like it was Savage Strike came out 2019, Neo support. Power of the Elements, Neo support.
Well, I was thinking about good Union support or XYZ support, and I was thinking besides the ABC stuff, which A is limited in this format, it is tough because I was thinking, oh, okay, Union Carrier. Wait a minute. And I was thinking about some of the other newer support. None of it's, Yeah.
Yeah, no. For you, like that's perfect. It's definitely perfect.
I mean, thankfully, yeah, I still have access to ABC.
Okay, you know what? Actually, if I do this correct. Oh wait, no. Where's my other one? Oh no. Oh right, that doesn't work. Damn it. Oh, I was so close. I actually could have summoned my boss monster, I think. Oh, okay, well, let's think of something else then.
You got this. Believe in you.
Let's see. What would be better, I guess? Oh, you know why? Because the mechanic of the monsters returning, shuffling back into the deck, that's what messed me up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh no.
that's the tough part. Like, I have to summon multiple monsters and then fuse them with another fusion. But yours, you have the difficulty of having to deal with, like actually trying to bridge this gap of keeping this cards in the right moment. It's like you almost have to build up to that one moment to fuse them.
Right. Oh, I just messed up. I just misclicked. Oh, damn it.
It's all right. I'll banish your Neos for you.
You know what? That's thanks.
You're welcome.
Actually, I forgot you had that effect, so it didn't really matter technically. You know what? Let's just wait. Do you get an effect off of this?
Oh, I should have set the timer to.
Oh, okay.
No, that's fine.
I think it's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I every time I do this, I keep forgetting to turn the timer off. No, I do not want to send my ABC away. Well, that's funny. Let's summon this.
Okay.
Just do 100. And I can't technically kill you is the problem.
You're trying to do your condition.
Yes, I am trying to get out the annoying big guy.
Okay, let's do that. Let's pass.
No, ABC, calm down. Oh, this is not good. Throw a card face down. Attack. Oh, cross border. Interesting.
Okay, let's go and activate that effect. Does it matter which one I get? That's the question. Okay, so gonna say yes. Let me get that.
Granmo. Interesting. And I had to pass because I'm actually in condition to try to summon that boss. Oh my god. And it's like, the tough part is, it's like, I could easily find myself in a bad situation, though, if you try to gain any upper hand.
All right, we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Okay, watch this one. Sending that and sending this. We're gonna get 2 cards. We are going to.
Interesting. Grandma and Dark Panther.
Let's try to get some life back, you know? It's always great.
Oh, this is actually funny.
Oh my god. I mean, oh my god. Okay, alright, alright. That's good because that's called bait.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Okay.
So now we're gonna go ahead as a protagonist and summon out our boss monster.
There he is. And,
That's unfortunate. Oh, at least we summon out the. Oh, I forgot about that.
yeah.
So now
You did
all of
summon
this.
him out, so now it's up to me to try to summon out my guy.
I think. Oh wait, is this? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah. That's fine. All right, so we negate that with our effect. Oh, that's not once per turn. That is crazy. I think I will activate this. Yeah, I'm gonna activate this again.
Okay, dokie.
Ending this. And
I love on this card it says the above text is unofficial and describes the card's functionality in the OCG. This card has only been out for like, I want to say 18 something years, it feels like.
yeah,
And it's like you have the TCG and that's literally what it says.
it's kind of eye-opening. Okay, let's send that. Okay, let's go ahead and activate this.
Okay, dokie.
And let's add this one. And, oh, we could actually do that. This would banish to add. And that's fine. We will pass turn on that.
Okay. This is such a bad draw. Okay.
I mean, you're almost there.
I'm in a situation where I think I don't have the extension.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do is let us... Yeah, let's go with this first.
Okay.
And go for this. Halving everything.
Okay.
Let's proceed to battle phase. Let's get over that.
And
That's fine.
banish.
Banishes. Let's go to main phase 2.
Oh man, this is a tough situation.
Yes, yes it is. Let me see. Do I have... Okay, that's back in the deck. And what's in banished? Okay, that's fine. Alright, so now I just have to think about which one I want. Those two.
Interesting.
Let's see. That doesn't do anything. Oh, I could have done that again. This is so interesting. Damn, let me see. What's this? There's just so many options. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like with decks like these, where you're not used to playing them, it's like you see a lot of routes, but you don't know which one's actually the optimal one.
Right. I think we're just gonna have to. So that's a permanent. Yeah, we'll just play this in attack and pass turn for now.
Tribute. And bring back. And there we go. Let's see. That's funny. Okay, so let's go you, and you. So yeah. Let's go Wyvern. Buster's back. How do I want to do this? Go you through you in defense. God, this is such a bad situation. It's your turn.
All right, here we go.
It's like I could just win, but it's like without my boss monster, I'll be at a disadvantage for the rest of the match.
Ah, that's so annoying. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Damn, I've had your entire turn to think of something, and I'm still like kind of stumped right now.
Oh, I just realized I messed up a little bit, but that's all right.
Oh, did you want to put that in defense mode?
No, not that. Not that.
Got you.
I was thinking more ahead, and I didn't do what I thought I should do.
Okay. I think for now we probably want to yeah, set that. And yeah, okay. Let's go battle phase. Destroy that.
That is fine.
And that is it.
Interesting card. How am I going to do this? Okay. So we're actually going to swing this guy in. Take a little bit of damage.
It's a better time to use it than ever.
Oh.
Some damage on you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a pain.
Because you could destroy it, but
Yeah, that's not worth it, though. I'll just take the damage. I mean, it's a lot, but... I have to go... Two. I think I'm just going to have to play this stupid route.
Okay, that's useless. Okay, I think that works. Let's go. Yeah. Prisma. Okay. Prisma will check the grave. Yeah. I think. Let's go with that. Let's choose this. Sending. Oh, wait, that's still not going to work. Ah, damn. Wait, actually, no. We could do that.
Okay.
Honestly, it is a YOLO. Let me see what I could do here. Put this and that.
Okay. I'm honestly like I realized something I should have done way earlier that would have put me in a better position, and I wasn't even thinking, and I'm so backed into a corner. Oh, air hummingbird.
Yeah, I definitely messed up, but it is what it is. I'll go ahead and gain. Honestly, I mean, is it worth it if I do that? Let's see. If I go... I think I'll just have my turn.
Okay. Then I will let that go through. That's actually big. Okay. So let's Monster Reborn. This will at least get me in. Because I need to summon my boss. It's not even funny.
Oh, shit.
Bebus Drake. And let's add a catapult. Again, funny. But no. Okay, so we are going to go like this. You have life points. And well, that helps clear some of the board. And then, do I actually do it?
Okay.
It does not say it's a Crick effect, though. So, no. I was thinking A to Z, but it doesn't actually say it's a Crick effect to bring both of them back. Like, but you know how like Dragon Buster says you can Crick effect tribute it to bring back the 3?
Yeah.
His is a slow, like once during either player's turn, but it's not. If it was a Crick effect, I'd be like, okay, let's do it. But it is not a quick effect, which is probably the worst aspect of it. Man, I'm like so
Right, right.
close.
Yeah, it was actually easier for me to summon mine than I thought. But your ABC Dragon Buster is definitely annoying to get through. Um, let's see. Guess if I, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this then.
Now that deck is getting thin over there.
Yeah.
I mean, both of us are pretty thin, actually.
Oh wow,
I'm down.
I actually didn't even see my deck. That's crazy.
I'm down to 19, and you're about to be down to what, 13? So,
Yeah.
God, have I not seen a V Tiger Jet the entire game? I have not seen a V Tiger. I have 3 copies of V Tiger Jet, and
That's
I
crazy.
have not seen a single one. That is horrible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go here.
And I will activate to banish. It still doesn't change my predicament of not having my boss monster summoned. God, we had the same number of. Oh, you have so many banish compared to me. It's like, oh God.
You know, maybe what else could I do here if I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Hold up. Let's try this then.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And let's go Battleface.
Okay.
Let's crash. Or you activate the effect.
Yeah, let's use the effect.
Hmm. Other. Uh. Right. Okay. So let's go ahead and destroy that. And yeah, let's just set this.
Interesting. Again, this card is so dead to me. But that's alright. Okay. Activate pitching, vanish, and it's your turn because I can't kill you.
All right. Let's go this.
Yeah, I messed up so many times. I actually think even though I could probably end up winning this match or this game right here, I have a feeling I'm going to lose in the long run.
I mean, I already know this was gonna happen here.
Yeah, it's
I don't have
unfortunate
anything.
though.
Does it? No, it doesn't activate. Well,
Oh, that's a card that doesn't help. I'll just resummon him out. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, this is a situation where it's like, you technically... Oh, all of 100 life points. Look at that.
I know, right? Crazy.
But I mean, I don't think you're in any position to rush. Like, even if you lose, you've summoned your boss. I think you're at a greater advantage. Just on that effect
No,
alone.
it's not that. I mean, well, true, but the thing is, I'm trying to like out resource you, but I don't think I can do that with the current cards in my deck now.
Yeah.
Um, let's do. I don't think that does anything, right? Or yeah, let's do this one.
Okay.
Um, actually, it doesn't really do anything. I guess I can do this. Yeah, send that. All right. Do. Oh, actually, no, I'm good. I'm not gonna do that. That is stupid. I'm good.
Oh my god. B. Buster Drake called. It wants to be destroyed, please. Okay, let's banish your back row. Okay.
It's all good. It wasn't anything crazy.
We are going to bring out monsters. Okay. So you won't, but I will. Let's see, Metal Tank. And I really didn't need to bring out Ryvern, to be honest. It's your turn.
So there's actually crazy, but oh wait, yeah, there's actually another strategy that you may not have thought of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Let's go ahead and banish that. And oh, I have to do this one. That's fine. That's fine.
No, cross-border.
Okay, so let's go ahead and add from the very small deck that I still have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now I think about it, you probably won't do it, but let's see. Okay. Sure, why not? I have so many cards in my deck.
I mean, you could literally, like I said, you're at such an advantage already.
Could I surrender? uh, what is hacking thing?
No, attack. It's attack. Come on. They're just a bunch of... It's like, no, wait, attack me. I swear. I realized I've run into a problem I did not anticipate.
You have no more Dragon Busters. Oh, actually, you're right. What am I going to surrender for? I think I got this. I think I can do this still.
Okay. Let's, I don't know, let's set a card in.
With 6 cards in my deck, Jesus Christ. Now I kind of have to now. For that one.
No, just why? That's funny. Alright, your turn.
Dude, it's probably not smart, so I'm not going to do that one. Just go and attack.
Attack card.
Just attack, adding, if you so wish.
Yep. You know, let's go Z. That's funny, so we'll do it. because there's no targets. Um,
Oh boy.
yeah, this is not a good place to be in.
Also, that card would be good, but I can't use it. So let's go ahead and go for that one. Hopefully I get something good soon. Only that I can hope for.
Well, if things go worse comes to worse, I have that. It's not what I want to do, but I think it's what I'm gonna have to do.
Oh man, if only I had that effect. Okay, well, unfortunate. Yeah, you might win just because I'm gonna deck out.
Yeah, although it doesn't give me. I'm hitting all my traps that I could have used throughout this whole dang thing. I'm hitting it at the end when I least need them.
That doesn't help. Yeah, I guess it does. That down there.
Okay, and guess we bring back. At the end of the day, I don't think it matters. Oh, there you are. Funny enough. All right. Too late, but what more can you ask for?
All right, let's get some cards out of our hand here.
Oh, a bunch of Neospace.
Let's go ahead and set this and this. And I kind of may miss. I mean, not really, I guess, but okay. All right.
I mean, unless I literally draw like, yeah, there's nothing here. So, I mean, why not? Just so I can say whoa, summoned at least
A part of him.
Yeah. I mean, at the end, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that'd actually be, I mean, semi-annoying if it was a quick effect, but...
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, final turn. It's unfortunate, but...
Have a bottomless.
Do this. Okay. Yeah, I can't really do anything else.
I mean...
Fortunately, I can't add... well...
I mean, it's the end.
That's what we'll think more.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Oh, that's
I didn't think
funny.
I'd go through the deck like that, but...
And, yeah.
Yep. Alright.
It's a win, but it's not a win I really want. Funny enough, though, I think there are changes I can make to the deck.
Oh, you know what? I definitely should have put some of the new support just to make it a little consistent. But do you have a side deck, by the way?
I do. Did you not?
I do. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh yeah, I do. It's not.
Okay, cool.
Not anything too special, but it's something.
Okay. I think we have like maybe 30, 40 seconds to side. If not, then the game closes. I'm pretty sure.
Oh really? That's horrible.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna throw some things in real quick. I think we're not gonna use this. One less of that.
All right, I'm ready.
Again. Okay, just take that
See,
out.
but I think you're at the advantage though, because you can just go for wins for the last 2 games.
Yeah, it's just annoying to get over your stuff, but I have to be in a good position too.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, technically, you summoned your boss monster. That's what matters in this series. That's the point of it. You're summoning your legendary duelist's boss.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, we're gonna try going first this time.
Oh, what is this hand?
You know, if only these Neospatians had like quick effects, that would be really good. But what can you do? All right. Like, I don't have anything that can actually do something on your turn. So it's really just I'm putting up a body.
What do I do
Let's
with
start. Or actually, oh no. That's better. That's better. Yeah, do this. I think it's correct if
this? Oh my
I.
god. Okay. This is a
Yeah,
hand.
it's better if I do this and send this. Okay, and then go for that
Cool.
and send this. Okay.
Oh, that's a card.
That is a card.
Um. Interesting. So,
Okay.
this is a hand. I tell you what. Okay, and sinking some damage.
Going for that nice damage, yeah.
I mean, when you see, literally, if you watch this episode and look at this hand, it's like the opening of it. I mean, yeah, Union Hanger. I mean, terraforming into Union Hanger is a card, but the rest of them are just kind of like, eh.
Oh man. Okay, so I think it's probably correct if I let me see, what is this again? Oh, okay, then is that correct? Okay, yeah, let's do this.
Okay. And bottomless.
Of course.
Bye, Grandiose. I actually thought Grandiose was one of the coolest looking cards when I was a kid.
I loved opening up the tin.
I thought he was so cool. Okay. And
Wait, so technically, who won the last duel then?
technically I won the duel because the match isn't over. I just have to summon my boss monster before the end of the match.
Wait, so what if you win this one then?
I technically lose overall, but I win. We both leave as winners and losers. I won the actual match, but you won the episode.
Okay.
There is a separate count for both of them in this series, and they will matter later on. So it's kind of an awkward. I haven't finalized out the final details. What do I want to do here? I mean, do I really want to make them? You know what? No, I don't. No, you know what? Little guy swing in. I actually, that's more damage anyways, but okay. I'm happy with these guys.
Right.
They can just stay out there.
You go right ahead, because I want you to kill me, so I can win.
Okay, Union Hanger number 2.
Uh,
And okay. Bring out B. And we are going to go 1, 2, 3. And yeah, we're going to hit you for 15. And it's your turn.
all right, come on. Let's see.
See, there is a situation, though. If I'm able to somehow freak summon my thing out, that could be a situation.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, gain life points. Go back up.
I could have done it the other way, but it's whatever. Just wait.
That's interesting. Okay, let's just swing in with B. Your turn.
Okay.
I'm cool with taking this nice and slow.
Oh, I know you are. Okay, well, at least this is something. Let's do this.
Bottomless?
Yep. Could I do? Yeah, I could. Let me see if that's. Sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go and half that permanently.
Um,
Okay. Fine. And that's it.
activate.
Mm-hmm.
Breathing. Okay. Come on, guys. You will get to come back out. And so we are going to attach a C. That's interesting. So we are going to go C, A, back into ABC. God, this is a situation. So all right.
All right. All right, this is a good one. So let me go and do this.
I love all the spells in your graveyard.
Oh yeah, right. I can't wait to fuse with them.
Could you imagine if there was actually a like an archetype that could use spells as pseudo monsters for fusions or something?
That'd be crazy. Oh wow, there's only one more? Did I hear you? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
What, the prism?
Yeah, I'm thinking about Prism right now. Um, you know what? Let's do this.
Oh, strat. Nice.
Let's go for that. Going to add.
Okay.
Um, let's go for you.
Oh, alias. Nice.
And let's go have you discard a card.
Nope, go ahead.
Oh, god damn it, I forgot about that. No.
And I think we'll add
Uh,
Y, Dragon Head.
oh no, okay. Alright, you're good.
Come on. Oh, you know what's better than one Union Hanger?
I guess another one.
Another Union Hanger. Okay, we will normal. See Wyvern, activate. I think we're going to protect the tank.
It's a game about protecting sync.
And I think we just crash over this because we have the life points. And it's your turn.
Okay.
You know, I think you should attack my B or my C. Change it
Oh,
up.
oh yeah.
Yeah, leave the
you
Z
think
metal
so?
tank alone. It's seen enough in its
Ooh.
lifetime.
Okay, this is weird to do.
Okay.
Go ahead and drop this, and we will go ahead and drop this one. Add some more cards, some more cardboard.
Could you imagine using
And
that into an ash? That probably feels good.
yeah. Let's go ahead and set this. And that's it.
Interesting. No. Okay. That's an interesting card now. That would allow me some protection. So activate, throw this on the tank. And we'll normal summon Y. We will use these two.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, let's just attack. Oh, it's cross border. Cool.
Aha. Okay, so I'm going to add. Let's wait. 4, 3, 4, 5. What will be better? Yeah, probably this.
Oh, Grandma. And it's your turn. God, I would like to see any of my normal monsters. Like, I think that's what's screwing up this entire deck, is I have 3 copies of each. I have 3 unexpected die, and I literally cannot see any of them.
All right, let's go ahead and do this.
Okay, let's go ahead and bottomless.
Of course, of course. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay. That's not what I wanted to see. That's great. Normal. No. No, I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. Your turn.
Okay. Guess I will. Oh, well. That was a misplay.
Okay.
Actually, maybe not. Okay, wait, then what else would I? Yeah, fuck it. Stack into your monster.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, no, actually, that could have been better. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it. I can do it next turn.
Yep. You get all the time in the world for this. This is not working.
That is true. Okay, what would I do then if I... Is that too early? One... I don't want to do too early. Oh, god damn it, this is so... Okay, What am I using that on? 2... Oh, yeah.
Where are my normal monsters?
Okay. I guess this doesn't hurt, right? Yeah.
No, Grandma. Cool. Oh, cool. Grandma. Yeah, you're going to have to bait it out, so.
Okay.
That's funny. Oh, no, I didn't mean to click that. Oh, God, that's a dead card. Oh, my God. Yeah, I deserve to lose this entire episode for that misclick. No, I literally do. It's a dead card. It's literally wasting space. I'm going to lose this anyways because I have literally not seen Tiger Jet.
Would this be better? God damn it.
Okay. Okay, I know what I'm doing my next turn. Doesn't matter anymore. I have to do it.
All right, we're gonna do this then.
Oh, look, Stratos.
Because I think I need to start thinning my deck a little bit.
Okay. You sure you don't want to destroy my back row?
No, I'm
The
good.
one that I just had
No.
right here?
Also, I can't because Stratos is for the effect of that has to have other
Up to...
like
Oh, except this card. That wasn't the
yeah.
original. That was rotted. That's right.
Yes. I don't think that does anything if I. Yeah, no. Okay.
That's funny. It does not help me one bit, but that's funny.
Interesting.
All right, your turn. This is not a good situation.
Okay, so how would I go about this? I think this is correct. I think I can do it this turn.
I should have played
Potentially.
this. That's unfortunate. Okay.
So let's go. Yeah, no, because then okay. 2, 3. Okay. I think. Yeah, okay. What else? Yeah, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Now I'm going to. What do I have in here? This is just. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's actually kind of funny. Screw it.
Yeah, you literally have seen my horrible misplay. Oh, look, Neos. Oh, Magma Neos.
Okay, so then what's the play if I feel like. Because I don't want to do this too early, but. Okay, how do I want to go about this? Because I have something, but I'm trying to think of the way I want to do this. Because if I don't, if I mess up, it'll be pretty bad.
You know, you could just like not do anything and let me summon VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon.
You see, you keep saying that.
Yeah, it's an option. It's technically
It's
is
an
an
option.
option. It is.
That's an option.
Is it viable? Yes. Is it smart? For me, yes. Literally, this episode, I could title it "The Bane of Normal Monsters," because that's what's screwing me over right now.
Okay, wait. If I do, which is better? Which is that an out? Is that actually how I could win? Let me see. Um. Okay. All right. If I don't, honestly, if I mess this up, then I guess it is what it is, right?
I mean, yeah, there's
Let's do
worse things. Oh, Honest Neo, okay. So,
that.
activate.
Okay. I think that's fine.
Monster Reborn. Okay.
I was gonna do something crazier, but honestly, I think this is all I need. Right?
Just gonna take the damage and lose.
Let's go.
Yeah, honestly, not a single normal monster.
I so what I was trying to do before is I was gonna wait until you dump your ABC, your second ABC, go into your third one, and then I was gonna use Monster Reborn to reborn the ABC Dragon Buster. But then I thought, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense because you can just protect it with your Wyvern, and then you destroy it on the next turn, so it doesn't make a difference. And I was like, okay, well now your field is so filled that you can't tribute it to summon all three again. So I was like, all right, I think this is the only way this would actually work.
Ready for the reason all that was able to happen?
Why?
I set terraforming on accident. If I didn't, it would have been Imperial Order.
Oh, you didn't have any more targets in...
I went to go look at it, and I was thinking, oh, I want to play this before I.O. And I didn't realize the third one was already gone. And so I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, wait, I actually can't hit cancel. Mm-hmm. Like in real life, you would have just been like, oh, okay, there's no targets. I technically can't play that.
Right.
It's a misplay. And so because it wouldn't let me take it back in my hand, I was like, well, I could have always, and I thought about this, taking off the thing off of ABC and just setting IO, especially since your thing was spell heavy. But yeah, didn't see V Tiger Jet once in either match.
Wait, but why couldn't you just activate ABC Buster to destroy your terraforming face down during your turn?
It's because the discards. The only cards I had left was V Tiger and IO.
Oh, so you couldn't...
or not V Tiger, W. It's just my thing was I didn't want to just willy-nilly throw away those cards. And there's probably other ways I could have done it, but the big thing that was sticking me was I was not seeing a single one of the normals. I mean, X-Head Cannon showed up in the first match, but I never saw V Tiger Jet, so it was literally almost impossible until the end of the first duel that I even saw V Tiger.
Okay, but at some point, would you have, if you saw a card you weren't going to use, would you have activated ABC to just destroy the set card, the terraforming?
No. Originally, what I was going to do, my thing there was, one, in real play, I would not have been able to activate it, so it would have gone back to my hand. So, and I still think they should have a cancel button for when you accidentally click to want to set something. But my logic was if I had the next turn, I was going to take off. Well, depending on what I draw. I was debating about whether I should protect ABC. And this is the thing, is like, when it comes to ABC, I attached the, I think it was B Buster Drake, or was it C Crush Wyvern onto him? I think it was Buster Drake.
Probably Buster, yeah.
And my thing was, okay, I want to protect him. And, to be honest, in the first duel, I did have a chance to summon A to Z.
Oh, you did? Did you mess up?
No, A to Z isn't my boss. It's XYZ, VWXYZ. See, if I would have summoned A to Z, that's the same mistake I made in some of my playtests. I keep thinking A to Z, and that's why I almost did, because I had ABC and XYZ out at one time. But no, the biggest thing was I always had the feeling that you could attack me to just take the L, because you did technically lose the match. You won the episode, but you did lose the match.
Right, that's why I asked you specifically, like, what happens if you you win again? Because I was thinking, like, if I can try to get spam monsters on field, then I would actually try to go for the win. But I really couldn't do that, and that Monster Reborn was literally my last chance.
Yeah.
Because I can't get advantage again like that. So I was like, all right, then let me do Cross Porter and just attack.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Was there something I could have done? There was something I could have done. I'm an idiot.
Oh, could you have activated a card or something?
I could have activated Call, brought back my other ABC. ABC is not a hard once per turn. Like, I think it's just one per each one. So I could have brought out my other ABC, but then I would have had to pitch IO.
Yeah.
Like, my thing was the setting of terraforming complete me. And that's just it. When I make a misplay, I am someone who... when I misplay once, I accept the loss of the match. Even if I win, I've lost. Mm-hmm. That's how I played Yu-Gi-Oh! My entire life. Any card game is one misplay, and I have technically lost it in my head. I could win it, but I've lost in my head because of the misplay. Because if terraforming was not set, IO would have been activated, and none of your spells would have triggered.
Yeah.
And Not to mention at that point, Terraforming was a dead card, so it would have been a free pitch for ABC. But yeah, I think I could have called to bring back the other ABC to then banish your monster. But either way, the big thing is V Tiger set XYZ. X head V Tiger 3 unexpected die. Literally never was able to use unexpected die once, and literally saw V Tiger Jet once and X head once or twice.
Right.
The normal monsters are what killed me in this duel.
Yeah, no, I think again, they're old decks, and like if we used more support from like now, it would be a lot more consistent. I 100% know that my Neospatians would have been a lot more consistent, and I'd be able to do it like first turn, like no problems. But I'm actually, some cards surprised me in my deck, like Contact. What was this called? Contact Gate. I didn't think I was going to use it as much, and I left it as a 1 in the main. I had 2 extra side ones, and hey, like Cross Porter, absolutely, to go and add another Neospatian from my deck to my hand, and yeah, just a bunch of really useful cards, and I didn't think I was going to use like everything. And I'm really glad I put like Neospatian, Flare, Scarab in the deck, because that was kind of like a last minute change, But I think your ABC, like your boss, was just so challenging that, because I can only, if I hate to get interrupted once, I have to have my turn.
Yeah.
So, like, you having that on field really also kept you alive too.
Yeah, I think the toughest thing is if it was A to Z Dragon Buster, that would have been a lot easier. I think the toughest part about VW XYZ is that you have to have another vanilla brick in your deck.
Right.
And V Tiger Jet is nowhere near as good as X Head. And I have to say, V Tiger Jet, I think, is ultimately the reason I lost, because despite having 3 unexpected die, like I said, I saw him once throughout the duel. If I honestly had V Tiger, I could have gone to VW to at least set him in 2100 defense. And then, I literally was just either one of the X or V, and I could have gone into XIV Dragon Catapult or VW. And then I would have just been seeing the other one to go VW. I actually think A to Z is 100 times easier to summon than VW XYZ.
Yeah, honestly, looking at it, you're absolutely right. It definitely is a lot easier.
Because I know when we talked, you originally were thinking of A to Z.
Yeah, I was. That's the one I meant, but then the one that you showed me actually seemed like, because again, remember they were. I think we talked about this. They were like around the same attack.
3,000 exact for both ones.
Yeah, right, and they can both basically out each other in a way. So I thought that'd be more like balance.
Yeah.
And the thing is, also A to Z is like it's like an Omni Negate, and that's really crazy too.
Like, I mean, I think the toughest thing about him is his effect. Like, I literally could bring him out, Omni Negate, but I could also just bring him out and then banish him and bring back my 2 other pieces.
Right.
And I would have summoned him. I could have met his condition and then thrown him away. And then I would be right back to having a 3,000 ABC and a 2,800 XYZ on the board.
Honestly, I'm surprised there's no support for this, that you can basically, like, some type of fusion card, because I know they can just auto fuse, but there's no fusion card that you can kind of just banish everything from grave and summon it.
I kind of wish,
that would be crazy.
Because the older ones, XZ and YZ, don't have a, how do I say this, the ability to unfuse, I thought it'd be better to go into them to try to protect the resources.
Right.
But I really think what would help this card is maybe I don't want to say a link monster, but maybe a spell, a field spell, a continuous spell that allows you to kind of have ABC's second effect by tributing to restore cards as a continuous spell card. Like, because the deck isn't, I mean, it wouldn't be meta today, it's too slow.
Right.
But it has some cool things. Like, I always thought Union was so underutilized. Like, it's just like with Union Carrier. Bring Union Carrier back, but slap on it that 2 monsters with the same type or attribute, and have to be one, at least has to be a Union monster. Then you could bring Union Carrier right back if it required a Union card. But it's just like, I thought Union was such a cool thing that I wish they'd do another stab at like an ABC, but that's built for the modern era. And maybe support cards that help the older cards, because they're not bad.
No, they're definitely not bad. I mean, again, like your ABC, Dragon Buster, like those cards are still like modern. Like even like not too recently, because Therion has kind of gone out of track, but Therion like ABC has been like a really solid deck, and it's definitely topped and even won a lot of regionals.
Yeah.
So like, it's still very modern. So it's good that you use that part of your deck, because again, it really did help you, and like it stopped me a lot. But they kind of just need to work on the other hand, like other side.
Yeah, because
strengthen it.
My main deck, I mean, you'll see it, is the 3X, the 3V, the 1A, obviously, 3B, 3Y, 3Z, 3W, 3C, etc., all the 3-ups. And then 3 Unexpected Die, a Raigeki, a Dark Hole, 2 Terraforming, because this is limited. And the reason, that's the thing, is I think Chaz would use meta cards, because Chaz, especially when he played XYZ, always sought out the cards that would give him the advantage. Like if you chose something like Ojama in comparison to XYZ, I wouldn't be playing cards like IO. He did use Ring of Destruction. He did use some of these cards in the show. But IO is just one of those ones, I think, seeing it, if someone's like, hey, use this powerful card, he would use it.
Right.
Because that's who Chaz was when he played XYZ. But if you told me, oh yeah, you're playing Chaz, you're playing Manjome, the version of him that's, that uses Ojamas, I would very much be in the mind of, okay, I would want to use some of the more, okay, these are situational cards, but they still have potential, because Chaz used the weaker cards to his advantage.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a few decks from the anime that are basically kind of like, I don't know what term I guess you'd say. Maybe they're just, let's just say anime decks, because Chaz, the fact that you have all that happening in your deck at once, it's just too much. It's just kind of like, it's just anime luck of how they kind of make the duels, and then the duels are like really amazing. Like even Yugi, he has so many different types of monsters, but he just makes it work.
Yeah,
that's just the anime.
And I
think it's way too clunky.
Yeah, and I do think that's the toughest part about this, is you want to stay true to the character.
Yeah.
And especially in more modern eras, it's hard to do that. I mean, because so many strategies nowadays are mixed of multiple archetypes, multiple things, but put together. That like the previous episode against Crossflux, he had Mako. He used fish. Okay. But if you use a modern fish deck, you're going to want to use Totally Awesome. You're going to want to use non-fish cards, because that's built into it. But would Mako use those? No. And I think that's the tough part, is that anything hero related or anything remotely Neospatian related, I think Judai would use. Jaden would use it. Because I think that it would help his monsters. And there is always the question of this is the tough part I was thinking, is when you crash to lose against me to win the episode, that's the biggest reason I make sure we don't act like the duelist, because in that situation, Judai would never let you sacrifice his monster just to defeat the opponent.
Right, exactly.
So that's the biggest reason, that is, because if we had to act as our character or play like our character, I don't think I would have played any different, because I feel like that's how Chaz would have played. He just would have been big monster out, do whatever, ook, gok, gok. And but Judai has the toughest part about the heroes, that they are much more self-righteous, and that'd make it very difficult to play in a modern era. Like, that's why you never see any of the heroes of the series use cards like Ring of Destruction that blow up their own monsters. I mean, we've seen Kaiba blow up his own Vorse Raider and not care.
Right, exactly.
But, I mean, Yugi would almost sacrifice himself than to harm someone else or even harm a card half the time.
That is true.
I mean, he's used cards where he takes life point damage to protect his monsters. And so it's like, that's the tough part about the heroes of the series is if you had to replicate how they play, you would be on an extra crutch. Like, you would never want to be able to, you know. But yeah, no, I had fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
me too. 100% making the deck. It was really fun.
Yeah, no, and exploring. I didn't play when this cards were out. This is my first time ever playing with ABC.
Oh wow!
And this is my first time playing with XYZ since when it came out.
Right.
So I mean, and honestly, Union Hanger, ABC, all those cards, any of the modern cards for this archetype that weren't out in like 2003, 2004, whatever. Didn't touch them. Never touched them. Funny enough, you ready for something really funny?
Sure.
Even though IO has been in the modern format, until it got banned, obviously, I played IO back in the day and people thought it was bad.
That's kind of funny.
But I'm talking like when it came out in Pharaoh's Servant, I think it was.
Okay.
So I played it back in the day. Despite it being so good, I played it a lot in the Chaos era and in Dad and stuff like that. But I haven't touched this card since like Blackwing format. Even though it's been legal for a while since I came back in the game in the early late 2019, early 2020. This is the first time with IO in the deck that I've played IO since like Blackwing format. It's actually hilarious with how powerful it is. But yeah, no, playing this ABC makes me kind of want to somehow build like the Theory on ABC deck, like in real life. I like them.
No, yeah, I definitely recommend doing that. And a lot of those things, all the cards are cheap now. It'll be good for you to like pick them up while they're down.
Not to mention, I mean, there's such a good attribute in typing, Light Machine. I mean, you could do so much with expanding the Union archetype for this card. It's like, there's still so many letters they could do, too.
Right.
But honestly, I know... how do I say this? I'm sad that I lost the episode, because that makes me 1-2 on the total series. I won my first one. I've lost the last two. But thanks to the 2-0 victory, my overall count has gone up to, I think, 5-2.
Okay.
So it's like a bittersweet. It's like, yay, I won 2-0 in a row, but oh great, my overall record for the actual series itself, of the actual theme of Summoning the Boss Monster, 1-2 is it's sad. I'm hoping episode 4. I do like being able to play with new stuff, and I'm pretty sure I misplayed 500,000 times. Like,
oh yeah, I mean that's standard. But I definitely can't wait to see who you verse for the next episode.
Yeah, I actually, the person for episode 4 dropped out, so I'm going to have to find a new one. So that'll be fun. But yeah, hopefully you return later on for another episode.
Yeah, no, honestly, thank you so much for having me on.
And thank you.
It's been really fun.
All right, guys, so really quick, we are going to switch over to the outro. All right, guys, so you just saw the duel wrap up against HotShotFrontier. Again, links in the description below. Honestly, we lost the episode, but we won the match. It's kind of weird to say it. And I will promise you guys later on there will be counters and stuff that will track this, because I do plan to add something. I want the first, I think I have it written down here, 10 episodes. I want them to be kind of organic, not worrying about any extra stuff. Honestly, guys, the person I had set up episode 4 backed out because of some things. So I will have to find someone new, so that may take a little time. Episode 3 was delayed, but hey, me, HotShotFrontier, were 2 people. Delays happen, and, you know, I think it was worth it. The duel was amazing. It's kind of a mixed feeling of winning the match 2-0 and losing the episode and the challenge on itself. But honestly, guys, I think they were great duels. I've never played with ABC before. It's fun. It actually makes me kind of want to build a deck. But when it comes down to it, guys, I do have to say that I enjoyed this duel. Thank you, HotShotFrontier. If you ever want to come back, or, you know, I know we said this off thing, but, you know, anytime you want anything, any help with your channel, anytime you need me for a video, or anytime you just want to duel, reach out to me. And you in the comments, people watching this, other content creators who happen to come across this channel and watching this episode, if you want to duel, if you want to reach out to me, my handle's down below: Twitter, Instagram, my Discord. Feel free to reach out. I'm always looking for people to duel against for all my series, as well as, you know, video games I'll play on stream once I start stream, which should be pretty soon by the time this video goes live. I think only possibly under a week before. There will be an announcement video for that coming up soon too, guys. This probably will drop before then. But honestly, guys, I'm super excited that we got this episode done. It was a great duel, and unfortunately, we are down 1-2 on the actual series episodes. But we do have a winning record in the duels themselves, which is kind of interesting, guys. But hey, if you have somebody you would like to see in the Legendary Duelist Showdown, let me know in the comments down below. And hey, why not mention it to them on their video? You know, reach out to those content creators. Say, hey, guys, check out this series, or we'd like to see you on it. Because I'm always looking for new people, guys. But hopefully you did enjoy this. Remember, because the wheel decides, there was the viewer showdown. Top like comment, guys. Make sure you include the following, and it's very important on this, okay? You need to make sure you include a duelist for me and the opponent, okay? They can be from separate eras. They don't have to be from the same era. You need to make sure, I want to make sure I say this right. You know, they don't have, like, for instance, they can be from separate series. So both doesn't have to be from just GX. One could be from Vrains and one could be from 5Ds. Okay, guys? You also need to choose an era of the TCG we are playing in. Pretty much choose a time in the card game era. So, for instance, if you want a specific ban list, choose that. If you want a specific product, maybe before a specific product comes out, choose a date that benefits that. The date you choose, we use that ban list, and that date decides what sets are legal and what ban lists we use. So if you choose a date before, you know, the day a ban list drops, that's the ban list we're using, and all sets before then are legal, as well as that day, of course. But just beyond that, guys, you also will need to choose a singular card for both me and the opponent that represents the duelist as a boss monster, okay? A deck master that we must summon, or, like in case in this episode, lose the entire episode, guys. But I mentioned before this could happen, but honestly, I had a great time. I don't mind it at all, guys, and I look forward to working on episode 4. Just gotta find that duelist at first. Man, it's tough finding these duelists sometimes, but hope you did enjoy this episode. And hey, guys, think of any changes or anything you want to see with this series or others, leave it down in the comments below. Until next time, guys, tag out.